And now time for us to put the wraps on this edition of Big Ten Football and Beyond. Russ Lande leading off with today's first extra point.
You know, I think going into the season, everybody looks at Oregon, UCLA, and Alabama as potential teams that could win their conference, go to the playoffs, and maybe challenge to be the national championships. And I really think all three of them could end up missing the playoffs, and it's because they all have new quarterbacks. UCLA, it's a true freshman. At Oregon, it's a kid who transferred as a graduate transfer, but he just showed up 2.5 weeks ago. Alabama, it's not even decided as of now. They have two guys in the final competition. I really think these guys are going to have growing pains. It's going to lead to 1 or 2 losses early and potentially 3 losses during the season for each of these teams, and that's going to lead to them not winning their conference, not going to the playoffs.
Well, regardless of what's going to transpire, everybody's always excited about the start of the football season. I know I am. This year, I think it's a little bit different. You want to talk about marketing? I think it's about scheduling. Whoever developed these schedules to start the year, I think we're ingenious. You think about a week ago, North Dakota State playing Montana to kick off a Division II game. What a great football game. This Thursday, you have Michigan and Jim Harbaugh traveling out to play Utah. TCU is going to travel to TCF Stadium in Minneapolis and play the Golden Gophers. Friday, you got Boise and Washington. Chris Peterson against his old school. Saturday, you got Alabama and Wisconsin at AT&T Stadium. You've got Texas traveling to Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame's really supposed to be good, and Texas isn't supposed to be good. Texas is always supposed to be good. Sunday, you got Purdue and Marshall, and then Monday, Virginia Tech and Ohio State. What a great way to start.
Well, Steve Spurrier is as polarizing as they come. But maybe, just maybe, the old ball coach has been right all along. Sure, he speaks his mind, and sometimes he speaks out of turn. But he's lasted and succeeded in his profession an awfully long time by doing it his way. That means vacation, time away from the field, time on the golf course, even during the season. You may say that's irresponsible, lazy. I say it's healthy. Coaching is a job. It should never be your life. You work to live, not the other way around. Consider the stress coaches are under, and some recent behavior can be understood if not condoned. Bo Pelini was a powder keg set to explode at any moment. Wouldn't you be if your success rate was 75%, yet you face constant criticism? Steve Sarkisian was pulled from the stage after a drunken rant at a USC event. There's already been talk of Sark being on the hot seat after a single 9-win season. Art Briles took in a player with a dangerous past, despite warning from that player's former coach. This the same Briles who spent all of last year fighting for national respect, missing the college football playoff, and feuding with his own conference commissioner. Even Urban Meyer, one of the greatest to ever coach this game, stepped away for health reasons, returning only after signing a family contract to change priorities. And then there's Spurrier. Visor on, tan and relaxed, ready to hit the first tee at a moment's notice. And you think that's the guy with mixed up priorities? I think I'll take 9 wins, 18 holes, and I'll call it a day. And that wraps up this edition of Big Ten Football and Beyond. For Glen Mason and Russ Lande, I'm Rick Pizzo. Thanks for spending some time with us.